Welcome back, people. Yes, this is my homecoming review for Spider-Man Homecoming. I have already missed two movies this year already. Guardians 2 and Wonder Woman. I've already missed both of them. I will eventually see them, and I may end up putting up a quick review. All depends. I have no idea though. But I'm back in action. I'm back in action with Spider-Man Homecoming. God damn, I did not know I wanted to see this movie though. This movie's actually good though. Initial thoughts on it. I thought the movie was going to be average. I thought it was going to be better than Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2. I wanted it to be better than Spider-Man 3 because that movie was ass. And the fact I didn't see the Amazing Spider-Man movies, yeah, I didn't really care enough to see them. Granted, I heard Andrew Garfield did a really good Spider-Man, but I didn't really care enough to actually go see them. So that's besides that.
And basically, this is my first Spider-Man movie that I ever watched. Besides the whole Spider-Man animation version, but yeah, this is gonna be basically just my first Spider-Man movie that
She popped the Spider-Man cherry!
Yeah.
Anyway, so I guess we should jump right in, shall we? So, what did you think about the plot of the movie?
I think the plot of the movie is pretty decent, I would say.
Decent?
Yeah, because the thing about it is, it's like Spider-Man Homecoming is based off of Spider-Man when he's a teenager.
Yeah, when he's in high school.
Right, so it's kind of like, in a way, it kind of makes sense how the plot went from him wanting to become Spider-Man to when he is Spider-Man, he tend to get overwhelmed because everything happens.
Well,
and then...
Well, not necessarily overwhelmed, more like over his head.
Pretty much.
Although, the thing that caught me though is, now, again, I mentioned this to you when the movie started. They have a orchestra version of Spider-Man's theme song playing.
Which I like.
As it was playing, I heard Spider-Man, Spider-Man, without the lyrics. It was just like an orchestra version of it. Like, oh, that's actually a nice touch to it though.
And I didn't realize it until they actually played. I was like, oh, this is like, they should play it from now on.
Well, at least for Spider-Man movies. as long as Marvel keeps Spider-Man and Sony don't be dicks. Which Sony will more likely be dicks. So we'll see where that goes. I digress. I think the part that came across me was the fact that where they had to take place. I know I've seen a lot of people try to talk about how the Homecoming screws up the timeline. Like, not really, because okay, so the story starts off with them finding stuff from the first Avengers, which leads to 8 years later, and it has 8 years later, and comes Peter Parker, who does stuff after the initial Civil War. Oh wait, I didn't know why they say it messed up the timeline, because in between Civil War and the first Avengers is Age of Ultron, and they don't acknowledge Age of Ultron. Actually, no, they do. They do acknowledge Age of Ultron only because of it. They mentioned something about Ultron weapons, at least a little bit. They mentioned like an Ultron gun or something. I think I had to get the DVD and actually listen to it again. But I guess. But all in all, the plot was not by the numbers, but at the same time by the numbers. It was a basic standard superhero flick with comic book stuff into it, cameos from 2 different Avengers, and references to the other movies. Like they reference the fact that Captain America is apparently Captain America is a war criminal. Well, not necessarily war criminal, a criminal right now, and they mentioned the Chitauri invasion from the first Avengers. They don't really mention Age of Ultron.
Wait, is this a reason why the Captain America,
Yeah, those recordings. Those are when Captain America was still still the hero. Oh. The icon that everyone liked and everything.
Okay.
So, although it's kind of funny how the gym teacher had mentioned he's a criminal, but stand I gotta play this video. I'm like, I'll be mad like, man, I gotta play this fucking video. I gotta play this fucking video from a war criminal. Man, no, give me a new video with somebody else. Oh, we ain't got nobody else. Great. Might as well just do my job then.
Could be Tony Stark's.
What workout does Tony Stark do?
I don't know.
Tony Stark's a tech genius. He's not a. No, what? No.
Well, never mind.
And again, Captain America. They pick Captain America, truth, justice, and liberty, and doing the right thing. Tony Stark doesn't really symbolize that. Like he said to Spider-Man, don't do what I would do, and don't do what I wouldn't do. Be that gray area in the middle. He wanted Peter to be better than him. Which again, if you saw the trailer, you know that ends up going out backwards. I also like the fact that throughout the entire movie, Peter was sitting there trying to prove that he could be a hero or he can be an Avenger, only for him to come to a realization near the end. I'm trying to keep spoilers at a minimum.
No spoilers.
At a minimum.
Okay.
But no, like the movie actually, it was actually fairly well though. I'll give it. I'll say it's probably just because I'm biased or whatever, and I love Spider-Man. I'm gonna say it's just a tad bit better than Spider-Man 2. I like Spider-Man 2, but Homecoming was cool. I liked Homecoming. As for the characters themselves, okay. Tony Stark plays like Tony Stark plays like Tony Stark. That's Robert Downey Jr. for you. Tony Stark was Tony Stark. Asshole, asinine, on vacation, doing whatever, up until something goes wrong. Then he has
a ring for it, so that fits.
Oh yeah, well they can't really see the Iron Man wedding ring. Just said you got a Kingdom Hearts ring, but I digress. But Tony Stark was Tony Stark up until everything went south, like with the ferry. And everyone should know that scene. It was in the trailer. With the ferry scene, everything went south. So Tony Stark had to do what Tony Stark does best: be a father figure prick, kinda, in a way. I don't know how to say that. Peter Parker. I actually like Tom Holland as Peter Parker.
Same here.
I feel as though he fits the kind of he fits the awkward nerd that Peter is, trying to impress Iron Man and also trying to have a school life and trying to get a girlfriend, which is funny.
And I will add on to this because, just like I said on the what was this? Civil War.
Yeah.
I like this Spider-Man because it's like not only for the fact that his personality have a lot of energy, but at the same time it's like it goes to show you how young he is.
Yeah. Which is
it's especially the way how he act when he first had that suit.
Right.
And it's and not only that I basically gonna say character development a lot, but basically the way how he act from the beginning to the end is he matured a lot.
Yeah, he grew as not only a character, but he also grew as a hero.
He's not normal.
After realize that some of his mistakes caused, some mistakes caused him, but he okay, and then I guess you realize there's a part in the end where he kind of sees a reflection. So what am I asking for help for? I'm Spider-Man. I can do this. So let me do this. Mm-hmm. And they showed 3 different Spider-Man suits in this movie. The one from Civil War, the one that you thought you were going to see in Civil War, which is that makeshift Spider-Man hoodie that they showed that in the beginning. That was actually kind of funny when he put the suit on and Happy's like, "What are you doing?" "That's my Spider-Man suit."
Yeah.
What's the suitcase? There's a suitcase? Oh, a suitcase. Oh, is this mine? Yep. Spidey, that sounds about right. That sounds like Spider-Man.
And the one towards the end.
The one at the end. That is a major upgrade to the Iron Spider.
Right.
All I gotta say, if you see it, for those who've seen the movie, at this point it should be a lot of people by now. That is a major upgrade to what the initial Iron Spider costume looked like in the comics. Because the initial Iron Spider costume was black and yellow, similar to black and gold, similar to Tony Stark's Iron Man. This one has more of a Spider-Man's colors and looks like armor. The only thing that's missing is the 3 legs on the back. So yeah, Tony Stark was Tony Stark. Peter Parker was Peter Parker. Aunt May was different. So yeah, Aunt May was much different this time.
Was she different in Civil War as well?
Well, because in fact she's a younger version of Aunt May, I guess it makes sense. Because Aunt May is literally an old woman.
Right, but that's when he's in like what? Not
even then. She's just an old woman.
Oh.
Aunt May was literally an old woman, looking like she's one sneeze away from death. I'm not lying. In every iteration up until Amazing Spider-Man, Aunt May looked like she's like one sneeze or one French fry away from dying. So
one cough.
that too. But Aunt May was kind of you didn't see much of Aunt May in this movie, but she did play that muddily anti-concerned figure. Although her reaction at the end was hilarious.
I love her reaction.
Listen up, Peter Parker. This is why you close your door before you do something stupid like that. So,
terms of the
I'm going to Happy first before we get to the other characters. Happy was just as ridiculous as he was in the Iron Man movies. Nervous, trying to get everything done and trying to do everything at one time. Can get a little annoying and not listen to a kid.
And the funny thing about it is, like, this is like I said, like, just like I haven't watched Spider-Man, I haven't watched Iron Man, disclosure. So, I just told him, like, my initial thought, like, he's just annoying. Why he didn't listen to Spider-Man?
But that's happy. That's happy for you. Happy is just happy. Although I do admit though, that new the way they did the Vulture, they kind of make him a sympathetic villain that's doing things for his family and is going down that path where his actions could get worse. It just needs one moment, one push, and his actions become from sympathetic villain to outright villain. And it's actually kind of cool how they kind of develop the Vulture, even though you don't see him a lot. And they upgrade his suit. They upgrade his suit twice. I think there's a scene that they cut out from the movie, because there's a scene in the trailer where we see him coming out. It looks like a corridor, and he goes to land, but they don't show that in they don't show that in the movie. So I'm guessing they cut it out for
a reason.
Yeah, they probably cut it out for whatever reason though. But the suit like it's literally he's just wearing a jacket. Literally he's wearing like an Air Ace jacket with like a different helmet. And it's a helmet that allows him to breathe while he's flying. And the wings are kind of cool. And then he upgrades them to like where the wings and the fans are completely are like separated and they can move their own. Even with a vacuum seal that allows them to latch on to anything without necessarily explosion or whatever, what you see later on in the movie. But all in all, yeah, that was actually kind of cool though. I like the Vulture suit though.
Same here.
And the Vulture character, he wasn't bad. He wasn't as ridiculous as I thought he was going to be.
I would say that he's more intense than just, how do you put this? He's not like any stereotypical villain. He's just more intense when you look at him. He's kind of a stereotypical sympathetic villain, but at the same time, not really. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. Vulture was like the guy who played Vulture. I don't know his name. I probably should, but he did a good job though. So I'll give him credit for that one. Then you got the side characters like Happy or not Happy, like Flash Happy's technically the side character, but whatever. We got Pepper, who appears at the end of the movie. Flash Thompson. Ned, Peter's best friend. Liz, his love interest. Michelle, who apparently goes by the name MJ for some reason. The only person I didn't see that was Harry Osborn. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Harry Osborn is Peter's best friend. Is supposed to be Peter's best friend, but he wasn't in this movie, so I digress.
But it would have made sense if he would have been a movie, considering the fact they go on the academic level.
Well, no, it would have made sense because then you can set up the Green Goblin coming in. Because Harry's father is the initial Green Goblin.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So that means not only did you have Vulture, then you have a Green Goblin.
Right. You have Vulture and a setup for the Green Goblin. Not the Green Goblin being there, but a setup though. There's a post-credit scene that does have a setup for another villain, But I'm gonna let those who actually pay attention to Marvel movies to watch that. It's a Marvel movie.
Okay.
When it ends, you wait until
the. What he's trying to say is that when it comes to Marvel movie, do not leave. It is a post credit.
Do not leave until the scrolling credits come up. Then you can leave.
I'm sorry, you guys. Those of you who have headphones. It's just that it bothers him just as much as it bothers me, even though I'm not. Like, I just got into comic book movies, but yeah, when it comes to Marvel movie, please don't leave. They have another ending that leads into a sequel.
Oh, potential sequel. Anyway,
let's start with the side characters.
Okay, before I go back to a potential sequel, but okay, Ned. I'm not gonna lie, Ned was stupid at first.
Yeah,
I'm not even saying he's stupid as he was that typical best friend, whatever. He went stupid when he found out Peter was Spider-Man. Then he started slowly redeeming himself.
Yeah, like, okay, my initial thoughts on Ned is like at first, like, all right, I know they are teenagers and they all out and about when it comes to the minds, but like when he found out that, you know, Peter Parker is Spider-Man, like, it's just like, okay, asking so much questions is one thing, but just trying to almost spill the beans. I was like, dude, why are you doing this? Why are you trying to, why are you slipping up?
But at the same time, like, I get where he's coming from. Like, you know, it's typical high school stuff. You find out stuff about yourself. You start using it for personal gains, or you know somebody that you find out secret about someone.
You know one who has that.
You start trying to get them to use it for personal gain, and it doesn't work out the way you want it to.
But it's like at the same time, it's like, dude, it's not as easy as you think it was. Yeah. It's not all good.
Now, Flash Thompson. Now, I'm not gonna lie though, this confused me because Flash Thompson isn't really an academic. Flash Thompson's always been a jock. So to see him a part of the academic debate team was confusing to say the least. Though, although the one thing they did have, they had like a wannabe DJ and a rich boy, or not rich boy, maybe not a rich boy, maybe a wealthy boy. Now that I could see, because Flash Thompson did have the arrogance about him. I don't remember if he came from a rich background or not. I mean, into that.
If it, like, in terms of him, like, I think the reason why they put him in an academic format instead of a job format, because I think, like, I see what you mean, but the reason why, because of the fact that they don't want this whole, I forgot.
Typical jock versus nerd thing?
Yeah, but it's an 80s movie that I think of, but guys, if you know what I'm talking about, the whole jock versus nerd
leave
movie.
Leave in the comments if you know what she's talking about.
But yeah, like, I don't think they just don't want a jock pick on a nerd stereotype. I mean, but I see what you meant by
it. Yeah, because like that was Flash Thompson's whole character. Granted, yes, they still haven't picked on Peter Parker. Granted, they look about the same size, so it doesn't make sense. Whatever though, I'm leaving out.
You think he's gonna be a lot more bigger than he was?
I thought the reason it worked the way it did is because, again, Flash Thompson was a jock. Peter was just a straight nerd up until the spider bit him. He still is a nerd though, but it made sense because Peter was considered helpless and he didn't fight back.
Right.
Flash Thompson was the one that picked on him because he thought Peter was weak. So that.
But I think he's more because just thinking about, because I think that Frank Thompson is one of the wealthy kids, because
Flash, not Frank.
Not Flash. Sorry, guys. I think Flash is more of a wealthy kid because of his personality, but not just that. It's like the way how he carried, like. I don't know. It's not about him. He looks like he's a wealthy kid.
If they're trying to do like a class thing, like the wealthy versus the middle class, then I can look past the fact that Flash Thompson isn't a jock. So if it's like that, then I can see what's going. I can see that thing being a thing. As for Liz,
she's okay.
You said she reminded you of Mary Jane. I didn't really see that.
I mean, not so much, but a little bit. Like how to explain this? The reason why I say a little bit because of how I guess the way how she carried herself in terms of personality, I guess.
I guess.
But at the same time, the reason why I say not as much because it's like I guess because I feel like honestly, I guess I felt between Peter and Liz is like I don't feel that chemistry yet to say like, oh, that's like
his love interest.
Yeah, oh, that's a love interest, and I don't see that right away until later in the movie.
Right.
And it's like I guess because of the similar scenario what Mary Jane had to go through. Like for example, like, oh, let's go on a date, and Peter Parker was like, all right, and then all of a sudden his spider sense is tingling. He had to go, and she was like, okay, what happened? So I think that's the only reason why that it kind of had because of that scenario.
I guess I can see why you thought that, but again, I didn't. Honestly, I think it's kind of a stretch. I understand where you're coming from, but I think it's kind of a stretch. But I digress. Now, as for the one chick, MJ or Michelle, why do they call it MJ? I'll never know. But
Michelle's kind of funny.
She was kind of interesting. She had some moments that made me just go like, "Why would you say that?"
It's questioning. It's like, okay, why are you here?
But other than that, there was some moments where it was like, okay, like the one moment that everyone's seen in the trailer, so it's not really a spoiler. Is when she sits there and looks at Peter, Ned, when they're looking at the girl Liz, and Peter's like, "We should probably stop because it's awkward." Too late. You guys are nerds. Why are you here? I don't have any friends.
It's like, okay, it sounds about right.
Now, before I get quick sign of is a potential sequel. Like I said, like one thing, like I said, there's a villain in the post credit that has potential for a sequel. It would have been nice for them to have Harry Osborn there, and they had the post credit be like something going on at Osborn's labs, and Osborn happened to find something, happened to create the serum that leads him to be Green Goblin, and then the next movie is him turn to the Green Goblin. That would be interesting, but
that would
as for the setting of the movie, I'm not gonna lie, New York is a big place, and they actually went to Maryland. Apparently they went to Maryland. I wish I knew what part of Maryland they went to, because I want to be in the movie. But no.
I'm surprised they mentioned about that.
Yeah, they mentioned Maryland because
because usually Spider-Man is
Spider-Man's in New York, but even then, like most Marvel heroes don't mention Maryland. You don't get no love at all. Kind of hurts.
Well, I guess thank you, Marvel.
I'm sad about that.
It's okay.
Why can't they come to Baltimore? No, never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. That probably been a bad day.
Just wait till we move and then that happened.
Yeah, okay. But seeing Tony overseas, I actually don't know where they was at when they shot Tony on vacation, because I'm pretty sure there wasn't SA overseas. But I could be wrong.
You sure?
50-50. I'm 50% sure that they wasn't overseas.
Okay, yeah.
They could have been overseas though, but don't think Disney wants to spend that kind of money yet.
Yeah.
Then again, they spend the money.
Right point.
Then again, they spent that money to pay Robert Downey Jr. So I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
Again, it's 50-50 though. But since everything took place in different parts of New York, it was actually kind of cool though. So
it really is, especially like in terms of what was he in Queens?
Yeah, Queens.
Like I have to say, like the setting is really good. Like, yeah, obviously, everybody knows in New York, but I mean, still, it does kept the it kept the whole Spider-Man.
Yeah, it kept Spider-Man, being from New York and everything. Even at the end when he said, I'm gonna say it to the low to the ground, and be that friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Even though eventually he'll become worldwide. So I digress. Although that scene at the end when that scene when they was trying to have a news conference, that was actually kind of funny. But I already explained the plot holes. Some of the potential plot holes and everything, so I'm gonna leave that alone. I will admit though, I wasn't expecting to see Donald Glover in there. He caught me off guard. I was like, he's in this movie. Okay then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was actually kind of interesting.
We already explained a little bit about the character.
We already explained a little about character development. Like I said, Ned ended up redeeming himself near the end.
Same thing as Peter Parker, he redeemed himself.
Peter went through the most character development, which makes sense.
Yeah.
And again, he was this newbie superhero that was trying to get the attention of Iron Man Senpai or Tony Senpai. Don't ask. He was trying to get the attention of of the Avenger that gave him the suit, basically Iron Man, and it ended up costing him in the process. He had to learn, and he basically had to go. He had to kind of go back to being known for a bit. Which that is one plot hole though. That is one plot hole.
What? But him become normal?
Not necessarily normal. So this goes a little bit of spoilers. So if you want to skip it, I'll put the time link in the description whenever I had this at. So I'd say about 25 minutes in, whatever. So there's a there's a plot hole. There's a point where when Tony takes Spider-Man's suit, nothing happens. No crime happens.
And that's what
that was weird.
Make it feel so weird because you would have thought that once Tony Stark takes his suit away, you would have thought like, you know, there's crimes going on, and you would see like Peter just like look like, you know, crimes going on. He can't do anything.
Right, but the whole time Peter didn't have a suit up until he put the old suit back on, nothing happened. It was weird.
And another thing, and once again, spoiler. But another thing is that, you know, the only good thing that I would say is that at least they don't blame Spider-Man.
Oh yeah. Oh, wait till J. Jonah Jameson comes in. I can't wait till he comes in.
Who?
J. Jonah Jameson.
Oh.
When he comes in, he should be in the sequel. When he comes in, by God.
It's gonna be the worst.
If they find a way to get the same guy who played him in the first three Spider-Man, I'm going to laugh because he was perfect as J. Jonah Jameson. Okay, time to wrap this up. Let's go to pros and cons.
Alrighty, you want to go first?
Ladies first.
Alright, so the pros. Alright, so consider the fact, I like Peter Parker. Peter Parker, he did well.
Mm.
Like this actor, he did well as Peter Parker and Spider-Man, because it's just like, it shows how much he develops. The same way as some of the side characters.
Mm.
Let me see. I said the plot is pretty okay. I give them that. And it could be just me, but like the first credit scene where they show like Spider-Man and all that, and different artworks, I like that too. Okay. That's just me.
Any cons?
Cons. When you mentioned about the plot holes, I could see that. It's like it doesn't make sense. Hopefully when it comes to the sequel, it won't be so much as a plot hole, or it won't so much in a different direction where it could have been like when you mentioned about like if Ozzy would have been there.
Yeah, Osborn. Yeah.
Well, Osborn would be there, then that would have been perfect. That would have been a perfect turn to the sequel. But in that terms of the fact that we would never know.
Right. As far as pros, I like the character development for like Spider-Man and some of the characters. I like the interaction between Spider-Man and Tony because it showed kind of like it showed Tony kind of redeem himself after the events of Civil War, and he's trying to play the role of a mentor, kind of. And Peter, you know, his actions having like some major consequences and everything.
That's another thing.
Like the way that seeing Spider-Man move around. It felt natural, even though you can tell probably live is probably CGI, but it looks somewhat natural.
But so especially in the beginning when he first swings.
Yeah, but I like this. Like I know a lot of people complain about the suit, but I actually like the suit though. But the Armor Spider suit is much better. As far as cons go, because I can't think of any more pros. As far as cons go, not even gonna say missed opportunity on villains because they're not trying to have another Spider-Man 3 or maybe Spider-Man 2. We had too many villains at one time. However, though, I will admit I was slightly disappointed to see Shaka only having one gauntlet, and then the fact that the name went to two different people as a Shocker. I was a little disappointed in that. Like, okay, really? That's it? That's all you got? I like the gauntlets up, but he only had one, and he didn't shoot electricity. In this Shaka. When I saw Shock, he would shoot lasers and whatnot. I like it if he punched things, but he wasn't really shooting electricity, so or lasers or whatever. So I feel as though it was a bit of a missed opportunity. Although if they bring him back and give him like an updated costume, I'll completely scrap that.
Oh, another thing. In terms of, and I did mention about like Liz, she's okay in terms of it. The another con about it is like I just wish that the whole like if she would have been a love interest, like I wish it would have gone like
a little further, a little better.
A little better, because it's like, yes, I understand like they're teenagers and they how they are. Yeah. They tend to like not to tell and all that.
I think she was used to set up for the next love interest. Which one thing kind of bugged me though is when she said that I knew you liked me. Like, really? If you knew the entire time.
That's another thing. I was like, wait a minute. So you say that you knew all along. Why not just go forward? That's another, thank you for reminding me of that. When she said that, it's just like, wait, so you didn't approach to him first? That's the reason why I say like I wish that would have been going a teeny bit further, not further, but a teeny bit further.
At that point, you just leave it.
Yes.
But like, oh no, if I were to give the movie a rating, I'll say 8.5, maybe a 9.
I give it at least an 8. I give it a fair 8.
Yeah, I say give it an 8.5. There was some things in it that kind of bugged me, but that all in all, the movie was a really good movie though. So
it is.
I definitely would recommend that movie to anyone who's a Spider-Man fan. Go check that out.
And those are the people who basically just started the whole comic book fans. And who trying to get used to the whole comic books. Yeah, I'd say recommend.
Yeah.
Best
and
recommend.
If you have kids, take them. They'll like it.
Yeah.
There's nothing that they'll laugh at. I guess that's all about it for right now.
Yeah.
The next comic book movie that we plan on doing, if I don't do a very quickie Wonder Woman and Guardians 2 review, the next comic book movie that I plan on seeing is Thor Ragnarok. I can't wait. So then, I'm Zedow.
And I'm the missus.
I'll catch y'all next time. Till then, ladies, peace.